10 hip-hop careers.
Coming to ill it like I did. Lay the groundwork with 5 hits. Remember when I told y'all?
One moment, everything changed. You know how fast it happens in this industry.
In the Billboard books, we look at things through the big lens, big picture, big bang.
One day you're on top, the next day it's over. Not because you stopped making music, not because the talent disappeared.
The federal building to Bentley coupes with the convertible ceilings. It's the black.
But because of one moment, one decision, one word to the wrong person at the wrong time.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh, huh? Just another case about the wrong path, huh?
And here's what nobody tells you when you're coming up. The higher you climb, the faster you can fall. The streets don't forget.
Messing with me, I'll do you something awful, split your deep, close.
But the industry moves on before your story even makes the news.
But nothing domestic, and I chill the way you met me. With a jet ski, a tattoo.
10 moments that changed everything. But the story behind those moments, that's what they don't talk about. Let's get into it.
Can't mess with me. Now this ain't fun, no small booties.
Number 10, Foxy Brown.
Chick in a off-white, pearl sticks on the cellular. Getting them open like girl stitches.
December 2005, one of the hardest female MCs in the game wakes up and can't hear anything. Not the beat, not her own voice, nothing.
That's tracks like Tone and Poke in the song.
You remember Foxy. N.W.A went platinum in 1996. She was 17, the firm with Nas, AZ, and Nature, Def Jam's Golden Girls, that raspy voice that could outrhyme half the men in the industry and wasn't afraid to prove it every single time she grabbed the mic.
Player haters, every minute wanna stop my dough, and every other minute wanna rock my flow.
Then overnight, it's gone. 100% hearing loss in both ears. The doctors don't even know why. She's recording Black Roses with Jay-Z and the Neptunes, top-tier production, career comeback in the works, and suddenly she's in the studio having someone tap the beat on her shoulder because she can't hear it anymore. Here's what gets me about this one. This wasn't the streets. This wasn't the label playing games. This was just life. Random, cruel. And if you've ever had something taken from you that you thought you'd always have, your health, your gift, the thing that made you, you know that kind of fear. She held a press conference in December 2005, broke down crying. After 10 years as a professional artist, why me? But here's the twist. June 2006, she gets surgery. Hearing comes back. She's ready to go. Except by then, the moment's passed. The industry moved on.
I got chips to gain. I'm like BoJack, baby. I'm hip to the game. I know what.
Jay-Z's reportedly disappointed in her lack of productivity. Def Jam's looking at new artists. And the comeback that should have been her biggest moment becomes the album that never drops. She eventually releases Brooklyn's Don Diva in 2008 on Coke Records, independent.
With the furs rented, so I got no time for. It's the brown fox around.
It hits number 83 on Billboard. Her debut hit number 7 and went platinum. You do the math. Sometimes the thing that derails you isn't even in your control, and the industry doesn't wait for you to heal. Number 9, the LOX. 1999. 3 of the hardest MCs out of Yonkers are trapped in the wrong deal with the wrong image on the wrong label. Money, Power, and Respect dropped in 1998, platinum. They're on It's All About the Benjamins. They're writing for Diddy. They're the next big thing out of Bad Boy. Except there's one problem. Bad Boy wanted them shiny, and the LOX were grimy. Bad Boy wanted If You Think I'm Jiggy, and the LOX wanted to talk about the block. You know that feeling when someone's trying to make you something you're not? That's where they were. Summer 1999. They start showing up to shows wearing Let the LOX Go t-shirts. Grassroots campaign, trying to force Diddy's hand because the lawyers and the conference calls weren't working. The contract was airtight, and Diddy had the power to block them from putting out another song ever again. Here's where it gets political. Rough Riders wanted them, Dame Dash wanted them, the streets wanted them, but Bad Boy owned them. And Diddy could have played harder ball than he did. He could have kept them in label jail forever just to make an example. Instead, Rough Riders bought them out for $2 million, plus royalties from Jadakiss's first solo album. Think about that. Another label had to pay millions just to free them from a contract they signed when they were young and hungry. They dropped We Are the Streets in 2000, finally on Rough Riders, finally themselves. And it's everything they should have been from the start. But those are years they can't get back. Momentum they lost fighting for their own name. That's my word, regardless who she deserved. Put on the holding bird. And if you've ever been stuck somewhere you didn't belong, working for someone who didn't see your vision, trapped in something you signed before you knew better, you know how that eats at you. The LOX won eventually, but that fight cost them prime years. And in hip-hop, prime years don't come back. Real talk. Only 9% of you watching this are actually subscribed. That hurts a little, not gonna lie. We spend hours digging through archives, fact-checking every detail, bringing these stories back to life because this music deserves to be remembered. And you're here because you care about that too. So if these videos mean something to you, if you've ever said, damn, I didn't know that, or felt something while watching, just hit subscribe. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and it tells YouTube to show this to more people who love this music like we do. Let's build this together. All right, back to the story. Number 8, Lil Kim.
From the escalator, and I ain't tripping off you rats and investigators.
The baddest female rapper alive in the late 90s. March 2005, federal courtroom. She's on trial for perjury, not for pulling a trigger, not for moving weight, for lying about who was with her during a shootout.
Naked 1-2. Could have copped out to a 1-3 do. Still took it.
Let me set this up. 2001, outside Hot 97 in Manhattan, her crew crosses paths with Capone and Arriaga. There's a song. Bang Bang. It's got a Foxy Brown diss aimed at Kim. Tension's already high. Words get exchanged and then shot.
Nice stand behind Martin Luther King, but I'm more like Malcolm X. Gorillas beating on their chest.
Over 24 rounds, one person hit. Kim goes in front of a grand jury. They ask her who was there. Her manager, Damian Butler, her bodyguard, Suif Jackson, both were with her. The radio station has security footage showing Butler opening the door for her. 2 witnesses, Lil Cease and Banger from Junior Mafia, testify they saw them both there. But Kim says no, says she didn't see them, says she doesn't know him like that. Here's the thing about loyalty in hip hop. There's a code. You don't cooperate, you don't give names, you don't help the feds build cases. And Kim lived by that code the same way Biggie taught her, except the code assumes you're protecting people who do the same for you. Butler and Jackson, they took plea deals, they cooperated, they testified against her to save themselves.
Chapters 2, them did something that they can't undo. Whoever riding with them.
July 6th, 2005. Judge gives her a year and a day, plus a $50,000 fine. She becomes the first major female rapper to serve federal time. Not for the violence, for the loyalty. And here's what's wild. While she's locked up, The Naked Truth drops, gets a 5 mic rating from The Source, the only female rapper ever to get that. The album proves she still got it, but she can't promote it, can't tour, can't build momentum. By the time she gets out in July 2006, the moment's gone.
Gangsters and ain't got to prove it.
If you've ever taken the fall for someone who wouldn't do the same for you, you know how that sits. It's not just prison time. It's realizing the loyalty only went one way. The streets respected her for not snitching. The industry moved on while she was gone.
I'm the B-A-D-D-E-S-T chick in the game. What the f***?
Number 7, Mystikal.
Well, I ain't tripping.
That voice, that energy, that rasp that sounded like James Brown met hip-hop and had a baby.
No small booties, no sir, 'cause that won't pass.
2003, he's 2 years removed from Grammy nominations. Shake Your Ass was everywhere. Danger, been so long, with N.W.A. The Neptunes production. Crossover success. MTV rotation, he's made it. Then June 26, 2003, he pleads guilty.
Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what.
Sexual battery, extortion. Here's what happened. His hairstylist, he accused her of cashing $80,000 worth of unauthorized checks from his account, so he and 2 bodyguards forced her to perform oral sex. As punishment, as retaliation, he called it getting even. The state of Louisiana called it sexual battery, and here's the part that sealed it.
Go ahead, do your job, pop the lock, let a real girl don't lie, you know that you won't go back.
They videotaped it. The defense tried to keep that tape out of evidence, tried to negotiate it away. Mystikal was expecting probation. He thought he'd beat the worst of it. Then the judge watched the tape, saw the 2 prior arrests for drugs and guns, and sentenced him to 6 years immediately. No probation. Straight to Angola.
Forget that cowboy girl, you need a real. Off top, the knickerbockers.
He served 6 years, became a registered sex offender for life, got out in 2010, tried to come back, signed to Cash Money with Birdman in 2012. A few features here and there, but it's not the same. Can't tour certain places, can't get the big features, can't shake the conviction.
No, sir, 'cause that won't pay. Show me what you're working with. If you feel you got the biggest one.
Then August 2022, arrested again. First degree rape, false imprisonment, domestic battery. He's 51 years old, still in jail as of 2025, facing life if convicted.
Hope this indecent proposal make you do something with me. Forget $1, girl, pick up 50.
Some careers end because of the industry, some end because of choices. And this one, this is on him. Talent doesn't erase what you do when nobody's watching.
Back to my house. The man right here won't get under that dress right there. You spicy Cajun.
Number 6, C Murder.
In the egg lead a wound. Consider me in danger, cause I know I'm dying soon. 20.
Corey Miller, Master P's little brother, No Limit Soldier, January 12, 2002. Platinum Club in Harvey, Louisiana. 16-year-old named Steve Thomas gets shot and killed.
Down, black leaders getting struck down at their peak. Open your eyes, that unliberated.
C Murder was at his peak. Down for My Ends went platinum. Bossolini went platinum. He was the younger brother who made it out of the same streets that raised Master P. No Limit was a movement, and C Murder was one of the faces. Then that night, a fight breaks out. Shots fired.
Random deaths on the block, young nigga packing Glocks, picture me
Steve Thomas, a kid who had C Murder and Master P posters in his room, a kid who loved No Limit, catches a bullet and dies right there. C Murder gets arrested 2 days later, charged with second-degree murder. Here's where this gets messy.
Dog and Snoop Dogg until my thugs in the grave. We miss y'all. I give a toast to you.
2 witnesses, Darnell Jordan and Kenneth Jordan, both say they saw C Murder pull the trigger. Security footage puts him at the scene. The state builds the case. 2003, first trial, guilty. But the judge orders a new trial in 2004 because prosecutors withheld criminal background info on witnesses.
Dodging cows, another close shave. I'm bumping heads with the Reaper on a daily basis.
2006, he's out on $500,000 bond, under house arrest, recording music, writing his book Death Around the Corner. Then 2009, second trial, 10-2 jury verdict. In Louisiana, you didn't need unanimous back then. 10-2 was enough.
It's like a jungle out there, baby. From the motherfucking
August 14th, 2009, life sentence, mandatory, no parole. But here's the part that still doesn't sit right with me. 2018, both witnesses recant. Kenneth Jordan says detectives pressured him, threatened him with 10 years on unrelated charges if he didn't testify. Darnell Jordan signs a letter saying he's certain C Murder didn't shoot Steve Thomas.
Smoke Tupac ashes, my nigga badass laid it down. He told me, see, real niggas.
The court says the recantations are suspect, doesn't grant a new trial. C Murder is still in Louisiana State Penitentiary right now, still filing appeals. Kim Kardashian's advocating for him. Ben Crump's on the legal team. Master P's been fighting for him for over 20 years.
He phony. He got the whole hood waiting on his ceremony. It's like a jungle sometimes.
And listen, I don't know what really happened that night. The system took one of the biggest rappers in the South and buried him. And whether that was justice or something else, I'll let you decide.
Keep it real. Pack that steel. Peace.
Number 5, Slick Rick.
Punched him in his belly and he gave him a slap. But little did he know the little boy was strapped.
The Ruler, the greatest storyteller hip-hop ever had. Late 80s, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick goes #1 on R&B/hip-hop charts.
Raced up the block doing 83. Crashed into a tree near University.
Children's story. La-di-da-di with Dougie Fresh, the eye patch, the jewelry, the British accent. Every rapper you love studied his flow. Then 1990, his cousin Mark Plummer's been extorting money from him, threatening his family. Slick Rick shoots his cousin and a bystander. Says it's self-defense, attempted murder charges.
They did the job, money came with ease, but one couldn't stop. It's like he had a disease.
1991, he does his time. Releases The Ruler's Back in 1991 and Behind Bars in 1994 from Inside. Gets out in 1997. Settles back in the Bronx with his wife and 2 sons. Buys apartment buildings, pays property taxes, stays clean. Releases The Art of Storytelling in 1999. Everything's rebuilding.
Straight and narrow are your soldiers cast. Good night, good night.
But here's the problem. Slick Rick was born in London, moved to the Bronx at 11 with his family, never became a U.S. citizen, just had a green card. And in 1993, while he was still locked up, immigration started deportation proceedings because of his felony conviction.
An old man down and swore he killed him. Then he made his move to an abandoned building.
1995. Immigration judge rules keeping Slick Rick in the United States is in the best interest of the country. He's freed. Case closed, or so he thinks. June 2002. Slick Rick performs on a Caribbean cruise. Tom Joyner's Fantastic Voyage. Week-long tour.
Well, laws were stern and justice stood, and people were behaving like they ought to good.
When the boat returns to Miami, INS is waiting at the dock. They arrest him on a 1997 deportation warrant, a warrant that was never enforced, a warrant he didn't even know existed. He's been living in the Bronx, buying property, paying taxes, doing everything right. Doesn't matter.
Ran out of bullets and he still had static. Grabbed the pregnant lady and pulled out the automatic.
He sits in a federal detention center in Bradenton, Florida for 17 months. His signature eye patch falls apart and he can't get a new one. He's watching immigrants cry for their families and he's one of them. Chris Rock writes letters to the courts. Will Smith, Reverend Jesse Jackson, Russell Simmons picks up the phone. Free Slick Rick petitions circulate. November 2003, a judge finally releases him, but it's not over.
Talk about it.
2006. Department of Homeland Security tries again, moves his case to the more conservative 11th Circuit in Florida. 4 more years of legal battles. 2008, New York Governor David Paterson grants him a full pardon for the 1990 attempted murder conviction. 2016, finally. After 23 years of fighting, Slick Rick becomes a U.S. citizen. Nearly 2.5 decades of his career spent in courtrooms and detention centers because at 18 years old, he made a mistake and the system decided that meant he didn't deserve to stay in the country that made him a legend.
This ain't funny, so don't you dare laugh, huh? Just another case about the wrong path, huh?
Number 4, Turk.
Don't believe that you heard me. Weapon like testing, look, don't you do it.
Late 90s, Cash Money Records is taken over. The Hot Boys are the blueprint. Juvenile, B.I.G, Lil Wayne, and Turk, 4 soldiers from New Orleans, bringing that bounce to the world. Get It How You Live in 1997. Guerrilla Warfare in 1999. Certified Platinum. I Need a Hot Girl. They're the biggest thing out the South, and Turk's right there with them.
When I start to spray, clear the way, I get knocked. 'Cause once my thing cock,
2001 Young and Thuggin' drops his solo debut, number 9 on Billboard, number 2 on R&B/hip-hop, Manny Fresh production. Features from Wayne, B.G, the whole family. This is supposed to be the beginning. Then 2003, he leaves Cash Money, label disputes, goes independent.
X you out, me and my dog Greg, quit the run up in your house, yeah, I go.
Releases Raw and Uncut on Coke, It Struggles, number 193 on Billboard. The machine's not behind him anymore. But here's where it really ends. January 2004, Memphis, Tennessee. Turk's in an apartment. narcotics officers, and SWAT storm in. According to police, shots are fired. 2 officers get hit. Turk says he was hiding in a closet without a gun. Doesn't matter what the truth is. The charges stick.
In the middle of yellow tape, put a hole in your thinking cap. You won't be thinking no more.
2005, convicted on federal gun charges, being a felon in possession of a firearm, an unlawful user of controlled substances in possession. 10 years federal time, Tennessee State Court. Alford plead to second-degree attempted murder, 14 more years. He serves 9 years total. Gets out October 2012. Wayne's a superstar. Juvenile's had his comeback moment. B.G.'s doing his own bit.
Man, don't think I won't do it. Leave your mama sad, man.
And Turk's trying to restart a career that ended when he was 23. The Hot Boys reunion everyone wanted for 2 decades. It finally happened in 2024. 20 years too late. And if you've ever missed your window because you were somewhere you couldn't leave, you know that time doesn't wait for nobody.
Messing with me, I'll do you something awful. Split your deep.
Number 3, Mase.
Like those extra O's. By the E, get a key to the Lex to hold. East, West, every state.
April 20th, 1999. He's 23 years old. Bad Boy's biggest star after Biggie died. Harlem World went quadruple platinum. Feel so good looking at me. He's Diddy's golden boy, making $40 million a year.
That's what we do.
And he walks into Hot 97 to do an interview with Funkmaster Flex and announces he's retiring, effective immediately. Not taking a break, not going independent, retiring to follow God, to become a minister because he feels like he's leading people to hell.
You stand on the wall, hand on your balls, lighting up drugs, always fighting in the club.
His second album, Double Up, had just dropped in June 1999. The promotional cycle wasn't even done. Bad Boy had invested millions, tours were booked, features were lined up, and Mase just walked away. Here's what makes this one so complicated. On one hand, you gotta respect a man following his faith. On the other hand, Double Up sold 107,000 copies first week. His debut sold 270,000.
Me, you do a work for you, and I dress with what I was blessed with. Never been arrested.
Bad Boy's infrastructure was built around Mase being the face after Biggie. When he left, he took the foundation with him. Diddy tried to fill the void with Shyne, with G-Dep, with Loon. None of them hit the same. Bad Boy never fully recovered that pop rap crossover magic. But here's what nobody talks about. Mase enrolled at Clark Atlanta University, became an ordained minister, started a church. He was serious. This wasn't a publicity stunt. Then 2004, he signs back to Bad Boy. Gospel influenced but secular. The album goes gold, not platinum, not close to Harlem World numbers. And by then the moment's passed. The culture moved on. 50 Cent owns the streets. Kanye's changing the sound. And Mase is trying to figure out how to be a pastor and a rapper at the same time.
Intellect or bins, let's begin. Bring this BS to an end. Come on.
He's gone back and forth ever since. Retired, came back, beefed with Diddy over publishing, retired again. And every time he returns, there's a little less momentum than before. Sometimes the thing you walk away from doesn't wait for you to come back.
But nothing domestic, and I chill the way you met me. With a jet ski, a tattoo.
Number 2, Juvenile. 1998, 400 Degrees. Drops and changes everything. Back that ass up, number 9 on Billboard. Over 5 million copies worldwide. Cash Money's first major success under Universal. The South finally gets respect. New Orleans is on the map, and Juvenile's the face of it all. The G Code, double platinum, 2001. Project English, platinum. He's the money machine. Hot Boys together. Cash Money printing checks. Baby and Slim building an empire on his back.
I don't need to play no juvie. Don't be talking about what you gonna do me.
Then 2002 happens. Juvenile starts asking questions. Where's my money? Show me the contract. Let me see the paperwork. Basic stuff. Business 101. Stuff any artist should be asking after moving millions of units. Baby and Slim, they're not showing him anything. Same game they ran on everybody. Trust us, we got you, your family. Juvenile's not buying it anymore. He checks the numbers himself, compares what he should be getting to what he's actually seeing. The math isn't mathing. So in 2002, he leaves, cites financial mismanagement, says they're not paying him his fair share of what he earned. And here's the thing, he's right.
I'm away to tell the people slow down. Cause I ain't
B.I.G. left in 2001 for the same reason. Turk left. Eventually, Manny Fresh leaves in 2005 saying, I left Cash Money because of money. Even Wayne tries to leave in the mid-2000s before signing another contract, but leaving Cash Money in 2002 means leaving the machine, the promotion, the universal distribution power, the momentum that got back that adds up to number 19.
I ride every day of the week. You get your itchy when you're playing with me.
2003, Baby convinces him to come back. $4 million deal, one more album. Juvenile returns. Slow Motion goes number 1. Album goes platinum, but you can tell something's different. Watch the videos. He's not standing close to anybody from the label. This is business. Not family, never was. 2005, he's out again, for good this time. Signs with Atlantic as a solo artist. Reality Check in 2006 debuts number 1 on Billboard, but without Cash Money's engine, without that universal push, he's rebuilding from scratch. 3 years lost in the first dispute, 2 more in the second, 5 years total fighting over money he earned. 5 years when he should have been dominant. 5 years the machine kept rolling without him. The streets will tell you Juvenile won. He got his money eventually. But in hip-hop, 5 years might as well be 50. The game moved on. Number 1, Shyne.
I wanna marry you. Nah, I'm just playing. We could start with a few nights.
The voice, the flow, the Brooklyn grit. December 27, 1999, Club New York in Manhattan. Shyne's there with Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. It's supposed to be a celebration. Shyne's debut album is dropping in 2000. He's 21 years old. The future is wide open. Then a fight breaks out. Someone bumps into Diddy. Words get exchanged and shots ring out. 3 people get hit. Natanya Rubin catches a bullet in the face. The cops arrest Shyne, Diddy, and Jennifer Lopez's driver. The charges are attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment.
Out in Malibu, surfing, playing up on Persians. Here's my number.
And when the trial comes in 2001, Diddy gets acquitted, walks free, but Shyne guilty on 2 counts, 10 years. Here's where this gets dark. Shyne's debut album, Shyne, drops in September 2000 while he's awaiting trial. It goes gold. Debuts at number 5 on Billboard. The streets love it. Bad Boys, Bonnie and Shyne, that Biggie-esque delivery everybody's been waiting for. But Shyne's in Rikers, can't promote it, can't tour, can't build the momentum. He serves 8.5 years, gets out in 2009, but there's a catch. He's not American born, he's from Belize, so the U.S. government deports him the day he's released.
Grab the sheets, grit your teeth, wiggle your cheeks, pour the styles over your body.
Diddy's still in the U.S., still making moves, still building empires, and Shyne's in Belize trying to restart a rap career from a place with no infrastructure, no studios, no industry connections. He's since become a politician in Belize, leader of the opposition. He's doing good work for his country. But the rap career, the one that was supposed to be legendary, it died in that club in 1999. And the thing that still gets me is this: Diddy walked. Jennifer Lopez walked. The only one who paid was the kid who was supposed to be next. Some people say he took the fall, others say he was guilty. But everybody agrees on one thing: one night, one moment, and 20 years of potential gone.
I think you might be the right one. Whoa, wait, press the brake.